Welcome, goddesses. Hope you are all doing really well. Today is May 10th. It's a week of pure, yummy energy, and I figured why not, as we're in Mercury retrograde, take a look at our past, which is odd because I didn't plan this, but my intuition always knows ahead of time. I literally just go with my gut on everything, and it looks like I researched it to death on the back end, which I have to say and can't take credit for. I don't research hardly anything. I go with my intuition. So it's interesting that in Mercury retrograde, if you guys are noticing anything strange, your past kind of comes and taps on your shoulder. Those old triggers you thought that you had dealt with and healed, those old wounds, sometimes they just kind of like to revisit when Mercury's in retrograde. And the good news is it'll be done by the full moon by the end of the month. I think it's May 22nd or 23rd. And you can kiss that goodbye, but there's a great way to also embrace Mercury in retrograde and all these other planets that are in retrograde right now. I believe we have 5. So it does feel like life is going maybe a little slower. The past we were trying to run away from is catching up to us, and we're trying to outrun it, and it's catching up to us. Very similar to this picture that I have on the screen. I love this picture because that's exactly how it is. You've got this dark, gloomy past behind you, and you really want to jump into that beautiful green grass, that beautiful bright blue sky, and you want to so badly embrace your future, but you're thinking, Carrie, I don't think I can. I've done too much bad in my past. I've done too much evil. Things have happened to me. You don't even know. And that dark, dark energy is pulling you backward, pulling you backward. At times, it can feel a lot like this slide. Like you're lugging around this ball and chain. And on that ball, it could say guilt or remorse, anger, all sorts of past hurt. Guilt is the biggest one, especially us as women. We like to hang on to that one because we think for some reason, if I hang on to the guilt, I won't repeat this mistake. And I'll give you some stories so you can relate. As always, I share my experiences through life because that's when you can paint your own picture to what's happening right now for you. If I just said, let go of it and move forward, yeah, that's easier said than done, right? So with these planets in retrograde, we can embrace it a little bit and go, you know what, thank you. This is the time to stop for a little bit, pause. Am I ready for this next step? Because it might be a leap. Mine's a leap. So I'm kind of gearing up, and you can see kind of like as a track runner, they kind of get that speed going before they leap over a hurdle. That's where I feel like I am. It's kind of the calm before the storm. My own career is getting ready to take a huge leap, and I can feel it. And any kind of rest that the universe gives me or any calmness beforehand is just to prepare yourself better for what's to come. You're stronger, you're wiser, you're tougher, you're braver. You can tackle it. You've got your armor on, you're well rested, you're sharp, you're clear, you're ready to go. And that's how it gets to feel. That's how it gets to feel. So if you're feeling this way, ask yourself why. What emotions are showing up for you right now? What situation caused you or is causing you from leaping forward or taking that next step in your life, your business? It could be a relationship. It could be a career move. It could be getting a new job. It could be getting out into the dating world again. It could be committing to that special someone you've met. It could be taking your business to the next level. Maybe rebranding like I'm doing right now, going through a whole rebrand, rebirth. I feel like I'm being reborn into my business that I started years ago. It just keeps evolving and changing with Carrie. That's how it gets to be. It's kind of fun. It's the external appearance of what's going on the inside for me. Your ball and chain may look like mine. And let me share some deep depth with you. Obviously, most of you know I was divorced back in 2007. I left my ex-husband right around the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. I said, I'm done. And with that came a lot of other choices. I had to embrace single motherhood, which always felt yucky to me. I had a sister that was a single mother, and I saw how much she struggled with 4 children. And I'm like, do I want that for my life? And in my head, that became truth. If you choose single motherhood, Carrie, You get to choose struggle and like a punishment. I chose to be divorced. I'm choosing single motherhood like my sister. In fact, two sisters have been divorced, but only one was a mother at the time. And in my heart and soul, I thought, I'm choosing hard. And this is the punishment and the ball and chain I get to carry around. And by making that choice, even though I was choosing Carrie, my happiness, my personal freedom, because I was in a very cold, very loveless relationship. It was so stoic and harsh, and I never experienced love until I left him. Never. I didn't know what that was. I'm so happy I did. I got to feel all of my feelings from the inside out. Literally, that's how sometimes you feel when you're super emotional, like someone peeled you apart inside out. And the good news is that's okay. We're human beings. We're allowed to feel. I'm going to give you permission to feel lots of things in this call. So I chose divorce, which really was choosing Carrie. But in my heart, I felt like I chose hard, and I'm gonna brace myself. I'm gonna put on my armor because there's gonna be a lot of shit that shows up now. That's how I felt. I get to embrace all the other bad things that come with this decision, because in my heart and my mind, divorce is bad. You don't do that. You stay married no matter what. It's a commitment, and all this religious guilt and shame that came with that. So I embraced it because that's what I was brainwashed to believe. Guess what else came with that? Bankruptcy. Lots of financial hardships. 2007, 2008 was a scary time for me. It didn't even go away till about 2009. 2009 was the very bottom of that pit. Emotional despair. I was so broken. I didn't know what I was doing in the dating world. I had never dated before. I met my ex-husband when I was 15. What do I know about dating? Here I was 34, newly single, from Michigan, very, very quiet Midwest area, to Las Vegas, otherwise known as Sin City, with a little 4-year-old girl in my hand, in my arms. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know I wanted love, and I was going to try to find it. I was very broken. I filed for bankruptcy because if anybody does their research, 2008, unfortunately, wasn't the best time financially to get a divorce. All kinds of despair showed up on the planet, mostly, of course, in the United States, but it did have its ripple effect throughout the world. And sadly, we lost multiple properties, land. We owned lots of rental properties together. My ex-husband stopped paying on certain things that we agreed to pay on, and then he pulled me backward with him. It spiraled out of control. And I had to accept a new bad word into my life as a label that I gave myself, which was bankruptcy. I already had divorce on my forehead. Now I have to carry this burden too? It felt heavy. I felt broken. I felt tarnished. I felt damaged. Like, who the hell's going to want me? I'm divorced. I'm a single mom. And now I filed bankruptcy because there was no way out. I was hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt. No way out. Then to add to that, I was on my own religious outbreak journey of trying to figure out, what do I really believe? I was raised to be a Christian. I was raised as a Baptist preacher's daughter. Yes, I had that foundation, but I felt like there was more that I was shamed to explore as a child, that my soul was yearning to continue exploring. And unfortunately, there's a lot of guilt that comes with that. But I was taught to believe this. How dare I explore outside of what the Bible preaches or teaches? How dare I explore outside of Jesus or God? How dare I explore that woo-woo side of me that really loves the soul connection and believes there's such a bigger picture, so much more. What's happening in the cosmos? What's happening in the planets that are around us? Astrology. It was shamed and looked down upon to even look or check my horoscope that day in my past. So I had that guilt coming with me. And then, of course, all the other stuff. I was promiscuous. I was dating. I was having sex with guys. Shame, shame, shame. Sex outside of marriage. I'm really broken. Who would want me? My level of happiness declined massively. And I just saw myself as a broken woman, when really all it started with was just choosing me and choosing my own happiness. And it didn't have to go that way, but I chose to create these labels and plaster them on my forehead. Again, I was punishing myself because I felt so much guilt, which is that first emotion, because I chose to be divorced. I chose to be a single mother. There's no way my daughter can have a happy, wonderful life now, right? There's no way. She was meant to be in a family type of environment with my husband and myself. That's what I had chosen when I got pregnant. Shame on me. Shame, 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 shame. Do you see this ball of chain? There's chain and ball get bigger and bigger and bigger as the self-talk is so damaging. Now remember, this is 2008, 2009. This is not the Carrie today in 2016. The Carrie you know is the one that healed herself and worked past this, which is why I get to hold my hand to many goddesses all over the world and show them the way. I've lived through it already. I live through it every day. It's a constant work in progress. I have chosen to not let those labels define who I am. I've let go of those labels. I now look in the mirror and see a woman that's overcome, that's bulletproof, that knows what she wants, that's conscious and aware, who's brilliant, who's constantly trusting her own intuition and moving forward every day with confidence in herself. I see a badass. I see someone that's just blowing away every obstacle in her path. I see a risk taker now. And if you look back in the divorce, yes, I didn't even know how I was going to pay the bills. I wasn't making any income. I was working my side business for 4 years. I was a stay-at-home mother. My ex-husband was paying the bills. And I'm ballsy enough to say I want a divorce and I want to move to out west. I'm out of here. I don't even know how I'm going to pay the bills, but I knew in my soul I needed to do that. I needed to find Carrie. I needed to run away. I needed to find Carrie. Something I had squashed for so long through all these other masked emotions and wearing a mask of perfectionism that I thought everybody else wanted to see in order to feel love. Of course, we all do that. We all wear masks because we want to be accepted. We want people to like us. We don't want to be on the outside. If they know our true feelings or how we really feel about ourselves, they may shun us and push us out. We won't be accepted, which is false. Again, these are all false beliefs. All these stories I told myself that was my own ball and chain were all a bunch of bullshit. Seriously, a bunch of stories, a bunch of lies. So I want to get you to where you're free as well. I want my goddesses freed from your past. Because lugging that ball and chain around is very painful. It's not pretty either. You can feel it. You can see it in your energy. You can see the pain. I'll never forget. I try not to honestly look in people's eyes in public unless someone I came to meet. I can see your soul. I can see everything. It's just one glance in your eyes. I feel you. I'm an empath, so I feel your energy immediately. Looking into your eyes is the windows to your soul, and it gives me permission to fully feel you. So I try not to do that to strangers because I don't want to take and attach myself to their stuff. First off, I want their permission before I even do that. But secondly, I can't walk around with all that extra stuff. I'm going through my own things. My clients pay me good money to help them through their stuff. I keep that energy pure for them. I keep that energy pure for me. I keep that energy pure for my daughter and my family so that they can have those healing aspects of myself as well. So I want you free because when you leap forward, it's a lot easier without this ball and chain around your pretty little pedicured ankle. Am I right? Yes, goddesses, you get to step forward in freedom. Freedom. So let's take some exploration here. Why are you refusing to let go or cut that chain? What's going on there? What's going on? No, Carrie, I have to hang on to this. I have to. Sometimes we make these little contracts with ourselves. We don't even realize we've done it. How many times have you heard this? I'm never getting married again because obviously I don't know anything about marriage. I've been divorced 3 times. I'm never, ever getting married again. I'm never having a baby. Look at what a horrible mother I am. I would make a horrible mom. I can't even take care of a plant. These are contracts. I'm not dating. I suck at relationships. Apparently, I'm no good at this. I don't even know why I'm putting my profile out there on the dating world. I suck at relationships. How about mine with, I'm never taking out another loan because I filed bankruptcy years ago and I'm obviously not very good with debt or paying off debt. So I'm not taking out any loans. I'm not getting any credit cards. I started to tell myself that. I'm not doing this. I don't deserve it. I don't deserve good credit. I'm a bad girl. I let my divorce and all my properties go to the wayside. Shame on me. Somehow we think this contract's going to keep us from repeating mistakes. Do you feel that in your gut? Does this sound familiar? I'm not going to go to a church again because churches are bad. I was hurt in the last church I went to, so I'm just not even going to bother looking for one that fits my needs. Churches make me feel guilty. God makes me feel guilty. I'm not going to go. They're just going to shun me. I had these stories. These are my stories, guys. These are my thoughts. These are the contracts I created. Why go to church? When I was going through my divorce back in Michigan, I left the church. I didn't need to see the guilt and shame and the crap they threw at me. I could see their looks on their faces like, oh, I can't believe she left her husband. He's a good guy. It's not like he cheated or anything. He didn't beat her. He wasn't abusive. Yeah, the scars he left, you couldn't see. They were emotional. They were verbal. They weren't physical, no. Praise God for that. But those verbal abuse and those emotional scars take a lot longer to heal than the external ones. Am I right, ladies? Am I right? So what contracts have you put out there? Which ones did you say to yourself? I'm just not any good in relationships, so I'm just not going to put myself out there. I don't deserve love. I'm unlovable. I've slept with too many guys. Maybe that's your story. Who would want me? I've been promiscuous in my past. I was a player. I played the field. I've done it all, girls. I've done it all. I've done it all. After my divorce, I was figuring my thoughts were either be the player or get played. So I'm going to be the player, spin as many guys as I can so no one gets close to me and hurts me anymore. I'll just date a lot. Keep them all far away. Keep them all with arm's reach away so no one hurts me. And I don't want to feel love anymore. I don't want to get hurt, so I'll be emotionally unavailable and date like a guy. That was the stories I told myself. What other contracts did you give yourself? Another one that I tell myself is, I stay too long in a bad situation. There's certain jobs I should have quit, held on too long. There were certain relationships I should have let go of way before they got to where they were. I was stubborn. I wanted to see them through. Do you stay too long in a bad situation? Were you in an abusive relationship? This is the story I tell myself, so I have commitment phobia now because I'm afraid I'm staying too long in a bad situation. How many times does that happen? The first red flag, I want to run away because I don't trust Carrie. She's stayed too long, and that's the stories I've told myself. I've stayed too long in a bad situation. I do that. So guess what? When you're thinking about it, you're attracting it. You're attracting it. What other contracts have you told yourself? I know of many that said, I'm never getting married because their families, their parents showed them that marriage is sad, that it's painful. Maybe they witnessed a bad divorce as a child and said, I'm never getting married. Guess what? You're right. You're never going to get married because that contract's powerful. Most of them are created when we're young. I'm never doing that. No way. You can't make me. I saw my sister do it and it was bad. Or my brother, or my mom, or my dad, or a coworker, or a childhood friend. I'm never doing that. You can't make me. These are vows we tell to ourselves and they're imprinted in our hearts forever. Do you see how that can damage your beautiful brand new future? The beautiful one? You know, the blue skies and the pretty green grass? That one. The one that's saying, come on, come closer. She's beckoning to you, that beautiful, bright future self. That goddess self you get to be is beckoning to you. Come on. It's brighter over here. It's pretty. It's yummy and delicious. There's love here. There's abundance. There's truth. There's miraculous relationships that make you feel so good inside. Come on. But your contract is saying, no. Oh no, I have to fulfill this punishment first. Because I did a bad thing. I got a divorce. Or I filed bankruptcy. I don't deserve abundance. I have to pay the price. I did a bad thing. I'm tarnished. I'm no good. You don't want me. I'm bruised. I'm broken. I've got scars. I get to fulfill this prophecy. This is my karma. How many times have you told yourself that? This must be my karma. I just need to live it out. In this lifetime, I need to fulfill it. This is my contract. But guess what, goddesses? That's not where the fun is. You get to let that go. My private clients know this method well. They work with me on it intimately. We work at uprooting this contract. So it's no longer your truth. No longer your truth. How do we get rid of that contract, Carrie? Well, we start to forgive. We forgive ourselves. That's the first one. Forgiving others is beautiful. But sometimes we forget to forgive ourselves. I chose divorce. I made a bad choice. I knew the week after my wedding, I remember sitting at my kitchen table. We had just moved into our new home. I remember sitting there going, oh no, I got married for all the wrong reasons. I'm 22 at the time. What the hell does a 22-year-old know? I remember it as if it were yesterday. I mean, seriously, I can remember sitting there. I know there's an emotion attached to it because there's such a vivid photographic memory of that table. And the sun coming through the windows, and it was a hot July day. I got married July 6, 1996. We didn't go on a honeymoon. We chose to move into our new home instead. We had just closed into a house. And I got married for the house, the security. I wanted to feel safe. And I was tired of roommates. Is that a good reason to get married? Because we've been together for 7 years. This is your next step, right? That's what you're supposed to do. Got this far, you might as well. I mean, he helped me buy my first car, and we just invested in so much time and money and energy into each other. This is the next step. No, not the right reason to get married. Unfortunately, I didn't get married for love. I didn't feel anything on my wedding day. I was just going through the motions. So I get to forgive myself for the divorce I chose because I was 22 at the time, and I really wanted to leave him before our second anniversary. But instead, I gave him another 10 years and a baby girl. And I gave it my best shot. And I get to forgive myself and go, Carrie, you worked on you. But he never wanted to go to counseling. He never wanted to work on him. You can only be responsible for you when it comes to relationships. You can't change people, but you can choose to leave. Again, I'm pro-happy, not pro-divorce. If you can work through your problems and your challenges in your relationship, do it. Give yourself that right. I tried everything for 12 years of marriage. So I get to go back and look at 22-year-old Carrie that walked down the aisle to her high school sweetheart and forgive her. I get to forgive the bankruptcy. It was the only choice I had at that time. And thank God there's such a thing as a law of that. Thank goodness I could wipe my slate clean and start over. It felt very good in the moment, to be honest. There was a lot of shame, but it felt very good to say, I wiped the debt of my ex-husband and our past away. I get to start new. That's okay. No shame in that. You get to rebuild your life. Within a couple of years, I was qualified to buy a home. I was building my credit back up. And it was okay. Yes, it still shows up because it's been years later, but it's all good. It's in the past. Single motherhood, not such a bad deal anymore. In fact, it's kind of cool. I love my daughter. It's been almost 8 years since I left my ex-husband. It's been 9 this fall. I love mine and Shyla's little life. I'm showing her to be a powerful woman. Every day she sees how powerful she gets to be just as herself. I was shown that you can't be anybody unless you're married. You can't have a nice house. You can't have nice things. You can't have security alone. You get a husband for that stuff. That was what my childhood was and upbringing told me. That's the story I was told. I get to show my daughter, you get to be you. Just be you. Have whatever you want. People will come and go in your life. But at the end of the day, you have you. That's a beautiful thing. And that's where your power is anyways, is within yourself. So I get to forgive Carrie for the bad decisions she's made in love and the bad decisions that she's made in relationships. And I get to stop punishing myself. Instead, I forgive Carrie for staying too long in bad situations. Instead, I see a woman that's committed, strong-willed, stubborn, some may say, but she sees it to the end because that's who she is. I don't have commitment challenges. In fact, I'm a committed human. I like to see things through. That's something to be proud of. Super proud of. So what else gets to happen in your contracts? How about you start to trust yourself? Maybe that's why you've not moved forward and won't take off that ball and chain. Maybe, just maybe, it has nothing to do with your external circumstances. Maybe it has everything to do with not trusting yourself. Maybe you don't trust yourself anymore. I was just talking about that today with someone. Maybe I don't trust myself. My uncertainty in relationships tends to be me. I'm afraid I'll stay too long in the wrong relationship again. I'm afraid of my choices. Did I make a bad decision? Did I choose the wrong partner again? Because I have in the past. And I can tell myself a lot of stories. Well, my track record proves that I'm pretty shitty at this. My track record shows that I'm really good at commitments and seeing things through, that I don't give up easily, and that I let love win. Even when your ego wants to run away and hide, I let love take over. I let love take over, and I can trust myself that this next partnership and relationship that I'm stepping into is a confident one. I can take it. I trust Carrie. She knows when herself will be compromised, and she knows to trust herself. She's wiser now. Isn't that yummy? Look at your past and go, these are lessons. I'm wiser now, smarter now. I know that I can trust myself now. I can trust myself. How beautiful is that? You get to trust yourself. So moving forward with my clients, they know I work with them during a certain protocol that we use, where we release and let go. Oh, sit with that. All that heavy energy that I just shared with you, all that icky. Ugh, I'm divorced. I'm a single mom. I broke out of my religion and explored outside of myself and my upbringing. I make bad decisions in love, and I stay too long, and I'm punishing myself. I'm bad with finances. All these stories I told myself to shame and make myself feel yucky. And all of you know, as I've said many times, shame is the lowest vibration on the planet. It's not where good things don't happen down there, guys. You're going to keep attracting more reasons to feel shame. When you ask the universe for something new, make sure your vibration is high. That's the time you ask the universe, how does it get any better than this? What would it take for this to be the best day yet? What else is possible that we haven't even discovered yet? When you say these statements, say them from a place of yummy epicness, that delicious moments of yummy epicness. That's what you get to do. When that vibration is high, that's when you reach out to the universe and go, this would be ideal time for my love of my life to show up, or abundance, or my ideal client, or the best promotion at work, or maybe a new job altogether, or that next yummy vacation you want to take with your family. State it from a place of high frequency. Make sure you're in that frequency of vibration. Make sure you're up high first. Then you're going to attract your yumminess. But if you're in shame and guilt mode, You're going to attract crap, guys. I just have to be honest. You're in that moment of icky energy that's saying, you don't deserve anything. Now you're pleading with the universe, pleading, coming from a demanding space of, please help me, I need this, just like a little 2-year-old on a floor throwing a temper tantrum. That's how the universe is looking at you, and you're demanding certain things. I want you to stand in your power as a goddess, that lighthouse you get to be on that beautiful cliff, with the beautiful shoreline crashing into the rocks, the waves just are beautiful and majestic. See yourself as that lighthouse, that proud, beautiful, strong lighthouse saving the world with her light. That's the space. That's when you command energy from the universe. Command it, not demand it like a 2-year-old. Command it. You're now at that frequency of level of power. Now, how do we get there? You're probably thinking, well, Carrie, how do I get out of shame? It's a tough space to get. Only way to get out of it that I know of is to truly release it through the mechanisms that I teach my clients. It's very similar to EFT tapping. It's very different at the same time. We're going to release and let go. Get out of your pen and paper. And maybe you were taking notes through the call and you're releasing and let go. Think of those emotions I mentioned. Maybe some of them that you're feeling right now are these on the screen. Guilt, frustration, fear, insecurity, lack, that heavy, yucky 4-letter word, lack. There's not enough love to go around. I'll never find my soulmate. Or there's not enough money and abundance to go around. I'll never get to have the life of freedom and financial freedom. Victimhood, never enough, not enough. That one's the biggest one that most people face. I'm unhealthy. I don't deserve to feel health. Maybe you've shamed yourself with that, making yourself feel yucky inside. Stress, exhaustion, abuse, abandonment, rejection, and failure. Feeling lost, feeling like you just don't matter. We're going to release those today. I want you to write down those icky, heavy, disgusting, shame-filled emotions, because we're going to let them go. You could choose to release and let go many ways. Sometimes you can write them down on a piece of paper, that rice paper that burns really easy, you can light it on fire. During a full moon is the best time to let go. I do this a lot with my little goddess sisters. We write down the things we want to let go of and we burn them. Burn them in a candle. Please be safe. I'm not going to give you all the do's and don'ts of lighting things, but please be safe. Light them in a candle or a metal jar and just let it go. Let it go. You could do it through the tapping mechanism that I teach my clients privately, as we release and let go of what no longer serves us. Because again, remember, the ball and chain is attached to every single word on the screen there. All those yucky, icky emotions, those heavy ones, are stuck to that ball and chain that you're lugging around. I'm not that person anymore. God has forgiven me. I've forgiven me. I've let it go, wash away. Some like to put them in a bowl of water to release and let go and just drown these things, drown these emotions. Take a bath afterwards. Release and let go. Give yourself that beautiful right of peace in your heart. Many of us get baptized, and you shouldn't be doing baptism over and over again, but a lot of us are doing that because that's just an outward, external situation or ritual to go through of releasing and letting go of what happened in the inside. God's already released that for you. He's already forgiven you. He's already washed it away. Think of your heart and that tormentedness of those darkened scars and bruises on your heart and emotions in that heart chakra area. Watch and release and visualize them as being white as snow, literally clean. God just wiped the slate clean. It's okay, Carrie. I've got you. I've got you. Your debt is paid. You don't need to feel this way anymore. Isn't that a beautiful feeling, goddesses? But you don't have to carry this around anymore. Isn't that a great thing? You get to feel free. Cut that chain with me. Cut the chain. Cut the chain. Release and let go. And I want you to say these with me. I release and let go of feeling guilt. I release and let go of feeling frustration. I release and I let go of feeling fear. I release and let go of any insecurities. I release and let go of lack. I release and let go of feeling like a victim, that everybody's out to get me. I release and let go of feeling like I'm not enough. That no matter what I do, it's just not good enough. It doesn't quite hit the bar. I release and let go of feeling unhealthy, of stress. I release and let go of feeling exhaustion. I release and let go of feeling abuse, like everyone's out to get me. And I stick around and never stick up for myself. Maybe that's you. I release and let go of tolerating too much bullshit. How about that one? I release and let go of feeling abandoned, like nobody wants me, that I'm not good enough and they just rejected me. I release and let go of feeling that rejection. I release and let go of feeling like a failure. I can't make good decisions. I release and let go of feeling lost. What is wrong with me? I release and let go of feeling like something's wrong with me. I release and let go of feeling like I just don't matter, that my voice doesn't get to feel heard. I release and let go of all of these nasty emotions that are holding me back from embracing my future. And I release and let go of what no longer serves me. I give it to God, I give it to the universe, and I'm going to wipe my hands clean of it, and I'm going to release it out to the world. This no longer serves me. I release and let go of whatever this heaviness is that's holding me back from embracing my yummy, epic, and delicious future. I release and let go. I release. I give it to God. He's much stronger than I am. Definitely can handle all of these silly emotions that I'm choosing to hold on to. And guess what? The beauty doesn't stop there, guys. Because now you get to pour in what you love and accept about yourself. And even if you don't believe these feelings yet, you will when we're done with this call. And I want you to replay this call over and over and over again. And I want you to get clear on who you are. Because you're truly a beautiful petal, a beautiful flower that's just opening one petal at a time. And you get to love and accept yourself. You get to love and accept yourself. I'm giving you permission today, right now, in this moment, to love and accept yourself. I love and accept myself. That sometimes I don't always make right choices. In the moment, I made the best choice I thought of at the time. Love and embrace yourself for that. I did the best I could in that moment at that time. I did the best I could. I chose love, or I chose to throw caution to the wind and take a risk. Maybe that risk didn't go the way you had planned, but guess what? You've proven to yourself that you're bulletproof. You're indestructible. You're courageous and you're brave. How beautiful is that? You've done nothing wrong, my child. You get to love and accept yourself. So what are the yummy emotions we get to put in their place? Yummy emotions we get to put in their place. I love and accept myself. This is where you're pouring this into you. You can do my tapping mechanism. My private clients know what this is. Tap these good emotions into yourself. I love and accept myself for being enough. Hell yeah, I'm fucking enough. Oh my God, I am. I get to just wake up and be Carrie, no makeup, hair pinned up, glasses on, in her jammies. And that's enough. I don't have to try so hard. You don't have to try so hard. I get to just be me. And that, my friend, is enough. Hold on to that beautiful saying. How precious is that? You, my child, are enough. You were born perfect, whole, complete. Life came along and told you stories and lies and pulled you off that beautiful path, and I get to put you back on it. I get to put you right back on that pretty, perfect, whole, and complete path because you, my child, my goddess, you are enough. all by yourself. I want you to tell yourself in the mirror today, I am enough. I want you to put it everywhere. I want you to put it on postcards. I want you to put it on sticky notes. I want you to put it in your phone so that every day at 10 a.m. it says, I am enough. So you get this reminder, because sometimes we forget. Sometimes we forget. And I get to come along and remind you, or someone like myself gets to be thrown into your path to remind you again, you're enough, honey. You're enough. Even with 20 pounds overweight, you're like, well, I will be enough once I get on this diet, or once my bank account looks like this, or once I get through this next level or this promotion at work, then I'll be enough, Carrie. Once I find a man that loves me for who I am, then I'll feel like I'm enough. No, 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 no. Nope, 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 nope. Those are all big fat lies. Big lies. My goddess sister, you are enough right now, today, in this moment. As you're listening to this call, you are enough. Now, all those other things we mentioned, they get to be frosting. They get to be sprinkles on top. They get to be an addition to already your badass goddess self. You get to have those yummy, delicious epicness all around you. Think of them as accessories. Extra sparklers on top of the firecracker that you already are. Sure, you're just going to improve with time. You're fine wine, my friend. You improve with age. How cool is that? You get to improve with age. But you still are perfect, whole, and complete, just the way you are today. So I want you to pour that in. Use that tapping mechanism that I teach you. I love and accept myself for being brave, for being enough, for feeling love, and letting and allowing myself to be loved. Because I'm lovable. I love and accept myself for being lovable. I love and accept myself for being a badass. Oh yeah. Takes a badass to live the life I'm living. Damn it. I might as well embrace it, right? I love and accept myself for being courageous. Look at the things I've done. Look at the stuff I've overcome. How badass is that? I love and accept myself for being loved. I love and accept myself for loving others. I love and accept myself for being healthy and taking care of my beautiful soul, my beautiful vehicle. That's what you are. You're a vessel. Your body's a vessel that gets to carry your beautiful soul around on this planet. Take care of that healthy goddess body. It's perfect, whole, and complete. You want it to run at optimal health. I love and accept myself for being beautiful from the inside out. I get to be beautiful from the inside out. How awesome is that? I love and accept myself for being beautiful from the inside out. I love and accept myself for being a gift to others. Everything I do is a gift to others. Every time I wake up, I have just done the planet some good, right? Because you are perfect, whole, and complete. You are so unique. There's only one make and model of you. We did not make another mold. It's just you. And only you can bring your flavor to this planet. And if you shine your light brighter, we are even more blessed that you've chosen to step out and not hide and play small. You get to be beautiful from the inside out because you are you and no one else can be that person but you. I love and accept myself for being a gift and being a great mom and a friend and a sister and a lover, a spouse, a partner, my success. I love and accept myself for all of my success. And I love and accept myself most for investing in myself, because all of this self-development and these works, such as listening to this call, is going to make me a better version of myself. That's all it is. We're just getting better by each day we step into our goddess self. We get to be a better version of ourselves. And that's all it is, my friends. That's all it is, my goddesses. Is you're loving and accepting yourself. Doesn't that energy feel so much more yummy than those heavy ones we talked about a couple slides ago? Isn't the love and acceptance so powerful? Now, EFT tapping just lets you love and accept yourself for who you are. I want you to take away the corrupted hardware and pour in fresh, yummy software. Download these beautiful new thoughts and feelings. But you have to get rid of the corrupted hardware first. And that's why I have to release and let go of the bad. I don't agree and and quite go in line with the EFT tapping, because they want you to love and accept all the bad stuff too, which just kind of buries all those deep, heavy feelings inside your soul, and I want to release them. I want you to get rid of that ball and chain. EFT tapping, if you Google that or look into it, tells you to love and accept the ball and chain, and I don't want you to paint the ball and chain hot pink and make it go with your outfit. I want you to cut that fucker off, okay? So that's what we're doing. We're letting that go. Don't decorate the ball and chain. Don't make it a part of your outfit, okay? Release and let go. Release and let go of what no longer serves you, those thoughts, those lies, those heavy, heavy emotions, and start loving and accepting yourself for who you are, and loving and accepting yourself for the partner you are, the mom you get to be. We all make mistakes, but we show up every day, right? We show up. Show up as your best self every day and make the most of every situation. And that, my dear goddesses, is the way to make peace with your past. So you can embrace that shiny, pretty future that God is holding for you. He literally is, he's like, hello, I've got your future self over here, but you won't come to me because you're stuck with that ball and chain around your neck. Some of you have it around your neck or your ankle or your waist or wherever it feels the most painful, because you think if you hang on to that pain, you'll remember better and you won't make that mistake again. But the beautiful part of all of this is you don't have to hang on to it to remember. When I heal and work with my clients to getting rid of that crap that's holding them back, we're not erasing the memory. The information is still there, guys. It's still there. No different than if you were to cut yourself or burn yourself on a hot stove. You don't need a scar. Actually, you don't need the weeping, oozing, bloody wound of a burn to remember the stove's hot. The scar will be there still, yes. Even after the wound is healed, the information's still in your mind. The stove's hot, I might burn myself. So we're not erasing your memories through these mechanisms. We're not erasing the bad things. What we're doing is taking the sting away from the wound. The information's still there. It's just now black and white. It's no longer three-dimensional in your face, burning, hurting, triggering you, and pulling you backwards. You get to let go of these emotional outspins. I want you to reach out to me if you want to go deep into this whole healing process with me. It's something I work with private clients. It's such a beautiful, beautiful experience. You literally are like in a cocoon when I work with you, and then you take you and put your wings on and you fly away like a butterfly that you were meant to be. Reach out to me, schedule some sessions. We can learn this together one-on-one. I can take you through a very intense process to heal your past to the point where these thoughts never come to the surface ever again. It's not just training your mindset to not think it anymore. How about they just never come back? To the point where you forget. I've done this protocol with my very own daughter. She really was fighting me on it. Like, Mom, this is your thing. I don't really want to do this. No, I'm not going to do it. It's dumb. She was in this very icky space emotionally. She was feeling very bitter, angry, mad at the world. I tapped with her. The situation never was brought up again, ever. I think she forgot, to be honest. And it was all surrounding a weekend of her friends being away without her, and she'd feel left out, and all this crappy emotion of abandonment and feeling left out, and they're going to talk behind my back showed up from years ago. And I'm like, wait, time out. Let's get rid of this old stuff right now. She's 12, we're going to start eliminating this stuff now before she's a teenager. So I even do it with my own daughter. I've done it with myself. It's worked like magic, whether you believe in it or not, it still works. So reach out to me, get on my calendar. Start this process today. This protocol works. It works. I love it. I love it when my clients are like, yeah, that used to bother me, and now it's like, just information, and I let it go. Now I'm happy. Now you get to feel joy. You get to feel joy at a level you never dreamt of before, because all of that heaviness was always in your past. You wouldn't give yourself permission to let go. Your past looked like the left hand of the screen, unfortunately. The faster you can get to that right hand side, the better, guys. And reach out to me personally on Facebook. Get on my calendar. There's a Work with Carrie session that you can link. There's a link to that on my Work with Carrie area on my website. I can include it in the body of this video as well on YouTube. Let's get some clarity. It could be money beliefs, could be relationships, could be abundance, could be challenges in your finances, could be challenges with your marriage, could be challenges with your health. Whatever it is, we can clear it and embrace the future today together. So don't hesitate to reach out, because think of this as your lifeline. It truly does feel that way. And the transformation I provide for my clients is priceless. It makes my heart sing. I can't keep it to myself. I've got to share this with everybody. I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you for attending the call today. And more than anything, I want to send you lots of love, healing, bright white light, God's eternal love, and embrace yourself with that beautiful healing love and light that I'm sending your way right now. Big hugs and big love. Bye, guys.